Yo, what's good? I'm back. Jumping back on the soapbox. I think I'm gonna call this Soapbox Tuesdays. Again, y'all know what it is. It's the kid nappy genius jumping on her soapbox, about a lot of shit that bothers me. And from the videos that I've seen, it bothers a lot of other people. So I figure, why not give my take on some shit, right? This blog is about Femmes Strapping Studs, right? And I subtitled it The Divide and Conquer, because I really would like to address the femmes when it comes to this topic. Now, me myself, I do identify as a stud. I am not one that is interested in penetration at all. So it's not a macho thing with me. It's not a femme will never strap me type thing, because it's just not my deal. I have tried it when I was younger, 19, 20, 21. It's just not my deal. I prefer not to, just like there are some femmes out there that prefer not to be strapped. You know what I mean? It's just, it doesn't make a stud any less of a stud or a woman per se because she doesn't like penetration. That's just, she does not like penetration. So I want you guys to understand that it's not a macho-esque type thing when you see studs walking around saying that they don't like to be strapped, or a femme will never strap them. It could be this is one of the good points. It may just be that they don't like penetration. Now, jumping on the boastful stud that runs around screaming that a femme will never strap them, and giving that facade that you're this hard ass, whatever you want to call yourselves nowadays, and you're the main one getting strapped. That's not a good look, because FYI, femmes talk about you. Femmes do talk, and that's how they get their information. When you walk through the door, as soon as you step through the door, you are pegged. Oh, that's the stud that gets strapped. Oh, I can strap her because old girl strapped her, or whatever. It brings me back to that whole divide and conquer thing. Now, jumping off that, I want to get back to the femmes. Please stop having that what's the word I'm looking for lack of a better word. Please stop having that animalistic, carnivorous, attack-esque aura about yourself. Because even if a stud was interested in strapping, or even if a stud did like to be strapped per se, the way you come off or the way you approach that particular individual can turn them off completely. You just have to be careful. Don't put yourself out there as someone that the mission of the day is to find a stud and strap them, because that is, if you didn't know, that is a complete and utter turnoff. Because in the stud's mind, if I do let this broad get it or do whatever we do in our bedroom, it's going to be publicized. It's not the fact that you're strapping her, it's the fact that you're putting you guys' business out in the street. And that's definitely not the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? If you have a girlfriend, or if you're in a relationship, or even if it's your fuck buddy or whatever, stop putting your business out in the street. And if you are a femme that likes to strap studs, you probably would get a lot more. Don't put your business out there. I know you like to tell your girls. I know you like to feel that, that whole ego deal. You like, everybody has an ego. You like your ego to be stroked. You like your ego to be fed. However, just like you wouldn't want a stud that straps you to put your business out in the street, don't do it to the stud that you strap, or whatever, that allows you to do that to her. You know what I'm saying? Just think about how you would feel if you were in that stud's position. You know what I mean? Don't put your business out there like that. Stop acting like it's a fucking conquest. Stop acting like, you've just completed the 1,000,000-mile climb of Kilimanjaro. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. It is not that real. again, be mindful that, you know, this is something that probably isn't done very often, or if it is, hell, you know, whatever. But, you know, just be mindful of the things that you say sometimes. If by chance you do, or you are strapping a stud or whatever, it's not a pounding session, ladies. It's not a create another hole session. I mean, unless she's into that rough sex shit. But, you know, do her like you would want her to do you. You know what I'm saying? Don't approach it as if, you know, I have this person into submission and now I'm just going to do whatever I want to do to them. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, because that can ruin a friendship. That can ruin a potential relationship. You know, which brings me back to be mindful of the shit you say and do. Same thing to the studs, you know. Be mindful of the shit you say and do. You know, if you have every intention on strapping this individual, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to find out if that individual likes to be strapped or not, right? So, I mean, again, like I said, just touching on the whole Femmes Strapping Studs thing. Just be mindful of your approach to it, and stop making these crazy ass videos about how every stud loves it, how every stud wants it, how studs are bitches if they decide to get strapped and all this other shit. It doesn't take away from their studdom, if that's a fucking word. But, you know, they're women too. They may like penetration. Some may not. Again, just like some films like penetration and some do not. You know what I mean? So next time you're in the club, or next time you see that individual talking about, you know, oh, a film ain't gonna strap me, or oh, I'm not into that, and blah, blah, blah. Think about some of the reasons why they may not be into it. Think about how you approach them. You know what I'm saying? Think about how you would feel if they put your business out in the street like that. You know what I'm saying? Just think about some of those things before you approach them with that whole I want to strap you bullshit. So, yep, again, that's my soapbox. That's how I feel about the shit. Yep, just wrapping some shit up. So feel free to subscribe to my blog. If you have questions, comments, all that other bullshit, feel free to holler at me. All right, peace out, YouTube.